Hi, my name is Dr. Michael Batu, and today we're going to talk about long-run equilibrium. So here we have the long-run aggregate supply curve, or LRAS, right there, which is vertical, and we have our aggregate demand curve. The long-run aggregate supply curve is vertical because it shows the relationship between the price level and the amount of output supplied by firms after all of the factor prices have adjusted. So in the previous two videos, we've shown the adjustment process. Here we show when it's vertical after all the adjustments have been made. Now, in the long run, output, or equilibrium output rather, is determined by Y star. So what do I mean by that? Even if there are fiscal policies, let's say an increase in government spending, lower taxes, all it does is shift the aggregate demand curve. So for instance, if AD shifts to the right, like here, let's say AD to 82, it will not increase or decrease or change our Y star, because in the long run, it's there, it's Y star. The only thing that change in the long run are prices. So say from P1 to P2. Okay? So in other words, in the long run, demand policies like fiscal policy, increase in government spending, taxes, it won't affect Y star. Okay? But what affects Y star? Well, what affects Y star are improvements in productivity, improvements in technology. When that happens, this long-run aggregate supply curve will shift to the right. So again, what triggers this LRAS to shift to the right? Well, if there are, say, investments in the way we produce things, like we improve our means of production. And not only that, in the long run, our potential output will increase, but it will also lead to a decrease in the overall price level in the economy, as shown here. Okay? So note the difference, okay, that in the following. Here, in the long run, demand changes or shifts in aggregate demand curve does not have any effect on potential output. It does have an effect on price, but not in potential output. In contrast, if there are improvements or investments in productivity, let's say there's a technological advancement, this long-run aggregate supply curve will shift to the right, as shown right here. And that leads to an increase in our potential output from Y1 to Y2. And there you have it. So this is long-run equilibrium, demand, the demand effects, and the effects in the shift of our long-run aggregate supply. I hope you learned something from the video, and I'll see you soon.